Hillary Clinton turns 69 today, and if the polls hold, she has a very good chance of getting her birthday wish. The Real Clear Politics average of major polls gives her a better than 5-point lead over Donald Trump. He's up about 1 point since their final debate 1 week ago. A CBS News analysis indicates that if the election were held tonight, Clinton would have 18 more electoral votes than she needs. But of course, we still have 13 days, and early voting is already underway in 33 states. So let's bring in our Campaign 2016 correspondents, Nancy Cordes and Major Garrett. Nancy, what can we say about the early voting so far?
We can say, Scott, that the Clinton campaign is pleased with what it's seeing here in Florida, in North Carolina, and in Nevada. 3 big battleground states where Democrats appear to be voting as a greater share of the electorate than they were in 2012. The opposite, however, is true in Ohio and in Iowa, 2 other battleground states, and it's not entirely surprising. Those were always the 2 battleground states the Clinton campaign knew would be the biggest challenge for them.
And Major, there's been another dust-up today about Trump and women after this interview last night with Trump supporter Newt Gingrich and Megyn Kelly of Fox News.
You want to go back through the tapes of your show recently? You are fascinated with sex, and you don't care about public policy.
Me?
Now, that's
Really?
what I get out of watching you tonight.
You know what, Mr. Speaker, I'm not fascinated by sex, but I am fascinated by the protection of women and understanding what we're getting in the Oval Office.
Major, what was Trump's reaction today?
Well, Scott, Trump invited the Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, to his hotel opening in Washington, picked him out of the crowd, congratulated him on that contentious interview, called it amazing, and then said, "We don't play games, do we, Newt?" In that interview at the end, Kelly said to the Speaker, "You have some anger management issues to work out." Today, Gingrich tweeted he had no anger management issues to sort through, Scott, only media bias issues.
Nancy, these races always seem to narrow as Election Day nears. Where is it getting closer now?
Well, there was one new poll out today that showed Trump actually taking the lead here in Florida. There was another poll that showed the race tightening in New Hampshire, but there were also a bunch of polls that showed Hillary Clinton expanding her lead nationally. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I can tell you that the Clinton campaign at this point is focusing much more heavily on those early voting statistics than they are on the polls. They are watching county by county, and the entire schedule is actually in flux next week. They're watching to see which counties could benefit from a visit by Secretary Clinton.
And Trump's leading, actually, in Ohio. Major, how is his fundraising going? He once said that he'd spend $100 million of his own money.
Well, Trump has spent $56 million so far, at least through September. And Republicans I talked to say it would be much easier for them to fundraise for Trump and for the Republican Party if Trump would be more conspicuous, laying down some real cash in the closing days. One fundraiser I talked to said, if Trump put down $25 million, we could match that. No sign yet that Trump's going to do that. And if that money isn't raised, Scott, it could be deleterious for Trump and also Republicans running in very close House and Senate races.
Major Garrett, Nancy Cordes on the trail. Thanks very much.